Now to the scandal at the George Washington Bridge, revealing testimony during the trial today. One of the top men at the Port Authority saying his attempts to reopen the lanes from Fort Lee were stopped. CBS 2's Christine Sloan following this for us outside the federal courthouse in Newark. Christine, dramatic day.
It certainly was, Dana, the executive director of the Port Authority telling jurors that he is the one who reopened those local access lanes after finding out that Chris Christie's political appointees shut them down. And he says Bill Baroni, who's on trial, was not happy about that. Mr. Foy, did you know about the lane closures early on? Port Authority Executive Director Patrick Foy, appointed by Governor Andrew Cuomo, says he was surprised when he found out local access lanes to the George Washington Bridge were shut down for 4 days and immediately reopened them on September 13th. He says even after that, Bill Baroni, Christie's #1 guy at the agency, came to him asking twice that he shut down the lanes again. Foy says Baroni said it was important to Trenton and that, quote, Trenton may call. Baroni's attorney not commenting.
Today was a very, very enlightening day. That's all I have to say for that.
The defense, though, claims Foy knew early on that David Wildstein, Christie's #2 guy at the Port Authority, shut down the lanes and that there was no traffic study, but let the debacle continue as drivers suffered to make New Jersey look bad. Mr. Foy, did you want to be the hero? Foy didn't answer the question on the stand either. Kelly and Bill Baroni are on trial. David Wildstein, who cut a deal with prosecutors, claims they schemed with him to shut down the lanes to punish Fort Lee's Democratic Mayor Mark Sokolich because he wouldn't endorse Christie in his re-election bid.
When you have witnesses saying they're liars, I think that affects their credibility.
Fort Lee's mayor also admitting at one point he changed his story about being punished after Christie was re-elected, saying, quote, I was petrified of further retribution. I wanted to do everything possible to keep the borough of Fort Lee out of this story. And Foy says in his conversation with Baroni about reopening the lanes that Baroni told him, quote, senior staff in Trenton had been notified on the matter. Of course, Chris Christie has denied any sort of involvement in these lane closures. We're live in Newark. Christine Sloan, CBS 2 News.